Hi, this is TC here from Get One Photo Vault. Now today I'm going to give you a comparison video between XTransbot's Ollie, that is their take on MP Wheelie. Now I've given a production sample to photograph and also at the same time to provide feedback to them on what is lacking and what is good and what's bad and what's not, right? So without further ado, we're going to just name this guy Mark II and this guy Mark I. Now we all know that MP Wheelie, or rather XTransbot Ollie himself, okay, has a very bad reputation in terms of the quality, and it was considered to be one of the worst offerings, okay, from XTransbots. I have with me the first release of Ollie, and as you can see, he flops around, right? It's very loose, right? Okay, and one thing that happened to me when I first got it was the back, or rather the back armor just snapped off after one transformation, and I had to use a lot of crazy glue and also some nail polish in order to get some of the joints to work functionally. And to be honest with you, I like the design very much. It is very reminiscent of Wheelie himself, but the quality of this particular release, that's the XTransbot Ollie, leaves a lot to be desired. So this guy himself, okay, has a lot of problems, right? And there's some balancing issues, right? There is some stress marks all over the place, right? And most importantly, the transformation. Now the transformation for the XTransbot Ollie Mark I here is scary. Seriously, it's really scary, especially this part over here where you untab it from the hinge on the wheel, where you raise the backpack. Now the backpack here is really not much of a problem. The hinges are still good, but the problem comes when it comes rotating this part out. Now let me show you this part. See, this part, when it rotates out, it bangs against the plastic over there. I do not know whether you can see it, okay. Basically it's quite tough to get it turned around. Now this one turns without any problem because I've loosened the screw over here, but this one, it bangs, you see. I can't get it out. So it is a very big problem, and I had to unscrew this part over here. As you can see, this part over here, I don't know whether you can see it, the screw over here, in order to transform him. And even that, with that how to say, what we call it, assistance, I had troubles transforming the legs, okay, and I had to in a way take it apart, okay, in order to transform him back and forth. So I decided not to touch him, or rather to transform him ever again. So I just left him in his robot mode for my photo shoot or photo taking purposes, and that's about it, okay. That is my experience with Ollie. To be honest with you, okay, this is considered one of the lesser, or rather one of the bad, what we call it, releases from XTransbots, right? So enough about this fellow over here, okay. Now let's look at Mark II. Now Mark II Ollie, or rather MP Wheelie here, has a few enhancements. Now the one thing that really surprises me is that he feels heavier, quite heavy compared to this guy. For this Mark I over here, he feels hollow, and at the same time, okay, you can feel that the plastic is quite thin in a lot of places. And as you can see from the back flap over here, okay, after one or two transformations, it just how to say, gave way. No, not one or two, just one. So this guy feels very flimsy, see. And as for this guy, well, he feels a lot heavier. Now from what I read, there's going to be some die cast incorporated into Mark II Ollie here. Mine is all plastic, but the quality of the plastic is thicker, and also at the same time, okay, it moves better. In other words, there's no loose joints, you see. There's no loose joints. Everything is actually quite nice. The tolerances are good, okay. Now bear in mind that this is a production sample, right? This is only a sample, sorry, a prototype sample. Now there might be some other refinements happening before the actual release, okay, but judging from what I have here right now, it is quite good, okay. It's better than what that guy over there, right, that piece of turd. Now just to show you what are the differences that have been made, okay, first of all, as you notice, there is a heel spur, okay, incorporated into the design, while Mark I does not have any heel spurs, okay. It makes him very difficult to stand and sometimes to pull off any poses. Now the second, what we call it, enhancement that we have, is basically the front armor, or rather the hip armor here, it can move, right? So that facilitated a lot of what we call it articulation. You can go up, okay, and just pose in any way you like it. I like it. I like this feature a lot. It's just like KFC transistor, where they actually gave it front flaps where you can actually move and pose the board better. Now another difference that you can notice here, that there's a small little tab over here. Right, now in Mark 1 we don't have that tab. Now what's the purpose of the tab, you may ask? Now when you transform him into car mode, which I'm not going to do now, right, basically when he folds under the, what we call it, the back of this backpack, where it expands, right, there is a tab where you can actually tap the arms into it. So it actually gives a lot of secure connection. You see the hole over here, and you can see the original Ollie does not have any hole whatsoever, and he is a pain to remove. You see, there's no hole here, right? There's no hole here. Compared with this guy, there's a hole here. This is where the arm folds up, okay, and it goes into this particular hole. So it's a very secure connection. Now another thing that I want to actually bring to your attention is that, now you all know that I had a problem with Mark 1 where this is difficult to flip out there, and I had to use the screwdriver. Now for this guy, it's different. Now all I need to do is just pry him open, right, and as you can see, the white part here comes up very easily. Yeah, it comes up very easily. It comes up easily. Just folds up, right? Just folds up very easily, as you can see. There we go. There we go. See? It's not as scary as this one over here. And just to make it better, the plastic they use over here is thicker, way thicker than what they have over here. This feels like maybe a dollar toy knockoff or something like that. The plastic's not that good, but this one, this is good, okay? The plastic they use is good. Even the plastic they use for the arms, the legs, and what's not, okay, are all improved, right? So I'm pretty pleased with this particular prototype here, and knowing that there'll be further enhancement, further refinements towards this particular one that I have. I'm saying that the second version release of Ollie, or rather Ollie Mark II, is going to be a lot better than the first one, of course. Okay, this is supposed to be a second release, and they should not have any excuse for screwing this up, right? So my take on this one, okay, with the production sample I have on Ollie Mark II, I can say that he hits all the right buttons. He is quite stable, and if you look at my photo gallery in the Gammon Photo Vault, you'll see that he can pull off a lot of poses compared with this guy over here, right? See, it just angles, angle. No, not that good, but this guy is good, right? So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, please go to my blog, go to the Facebook page, Gammon Photo Vault, and just shoot me a PM. Thanks.